Hey Garrett,
Hey.
I am a therapist, but I'm not your therapist. And did you know that eating disorders in teens more than doubled during the pandemic? And we're still seeing the effects of that now.
That's alarming. What do you think activated that?
So, as we know, people that struggle with disordered eating, a lot of times it can be a control thing. And naturally, during the pandemic, right, teens are supposed to be out learning, living their lives, connecting socially, making mistakes in the community, making mistakes, trying things out. And they didn't have opportunities to do that. They didn't have any control, as none of us did. But I think during that specific time in brain development in adolescence, it's so important for them to feel like they have a sense of control over an autonomy, away from their families, away from their parents. And so many people in general, but teens were really grasping for control. And so I don't want a blanket statement, of course, that like there's many other factors involved, but that really made sense to me, that kind of that lack of control would lead to someone wanting to find ways to have control.
That makes a lot of sense. And really across the developmental stages of youth, oftentimes when we don't have any outward control, we go inward. And so that makes a lot of sense to me to hear and kind of theorize about how that came to be. Do you have any, I guess, particular resources or trusted resources that if someone is struggling with disordered eating that could check out to get a little bit more information?
There's great resources available online, and I think the most important thing is to find a therapist that specializes in disordered eating. Obviously, Psychology Today or other platforms have a great way of narrowing down by specialty. And so I think finding someone that is trained in modalities that are most effective for disordered eating and really a strong support system. And I also definitely would encourage not only families seeking help for their adolescents struggling with that, but getting support for themselves, because it really is a whole family thing that everyone is affected in different ways.
Thanks for sharing, Ash.
Mm-hmm.